On April 7, 2026, the United States and Iran agreed to a temporary 2-week ceasefire mediated by Pakistan. The deal was finalized in Islamabad just 90 minutes before a White House deadline to begin the total destruction of Iranian civil infrastructure. Global markets reacted immediately. Stock indexes surged, while the price of Brent crude oil dropped 15% in a single day, pulling back from its wartime peak toward $95 a barrel. The truce follows 38 days of high-intensity kinetic operations, known as Operation Epic Fury. U.S. and Israeli strikes hit nuclear facilities, military bases, and government centers in nearly every major Iranian city. These strikes led to the assassination of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, effectively removing the central figure of the Iranian state. With the Supreme Leader gone and the regime's leadership dismantled, the regional order that has existed since 1979 has collapsed, leaving a power vacuum that now spans the entire Persian Gulf. To counter the air campaign, Iran leveraged its geographic position to effectively close the Strait of Hormuz to all American and Israeli vessels. This choke point controls 1/5 of the world's oil, but the closure also halted liquefied natural gas exports. Because natural gas is the primary feedstock for synthetic fertilizers, the blockade triggered a supply shock. Global urea prices spiked 42%. The condition for safe passage was clear. Tolls had to be paid in Chinese yuan or stablecoins, bypassing the US dollar entirely. This move, supported by the expanded BRICS bloc, represents a structural attempt to end the petrodollar system anchoring American financial influence for 50 years. Beyond the financial shift, the war has created a clear set of strategic beneficiaries: Russia and China. These powers have provided Iran with intelligence and satellite data, allowing Tehran to target U.S. assets and drain American stockpiles of interceptor missiles and ammunition without direct Russian or Chinese involvement. This chart tracks Russia's energy revenue before and after the conflict began. The resulting global price surge is estimated to have handed Moscow an extra $97 billion for its budget. By depleting American resources and capitalizing on the energy crisis, Beijing and Moscow are positioning themselves as the architects of a multipolar system built at Washington's expense. The Islamabad Accord provides a pause, but the conditions are extremely fragile. The ceasefire is only scheduled to last 14 days. The United States has presented a 15-point plan that requires Iran to permanently stop all uranium enrichment and keep the Strait of Hormuz open to all traffic. Iran's 10-point counterproposal demands the total lifting of sanctions and continued Iranian oversight of the strait. These two frameworks are mutually exclusive, leaving no clear path back to the diplomatic status quo that existed before the war. The era of unipolar American security guarantees in the Middle East has reached its end. The shift toward de-dollarized trade and weaponized energy routes has fragmented the global economy, creating a state of controlled escalation that remains even after the strikes have stopped.